sight that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Going back to their AFL days in the 1960s, the Chiefs and Raiders are underway. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Mahomes now on first down, rolling to his right. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. 2nd and 4. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Breaks through the contact. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Credit Melvin Ingram, able to get into the backfield and make the stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because
under a heavy rush and down he goes. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all to score on EA Sports. At the 23, it's second and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Carr now on first down. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jacobs. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On play action, it's Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Deshaun Jackson, 59 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And there he went quite a ways just to catch that ball. He started out lined up out to the right, caught it on the left side of the field.
So what does that tell us? That there was tremendous protection on that play. Because that's not going to happen very fast to be able to cross all the way from one side of the field to the other. Great job by the offensive line, keeping him upright and plenty of time to find him downfield. And boy, they did it successfully.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth. And the Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Back to Renfro again, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Jacobs. A strong running. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now this time, Carl throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken from about the 12.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go play fake. Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's the backup Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they'll throw with Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. To try again after the sack. Carr. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Raiders. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's second and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Second and 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Raiders.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 10. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as Ed sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Connecting with Hill. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mahomes will throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes to throw it. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's into the clear. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for two. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Carr now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throwing again on second down. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Raiders. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Second down, back to Sanders. Pushes him over. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Hurts will throw. Out to his left. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, 1 up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, he'll hit Jackson, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing his Carr on third down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw his Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. That catch good for only a couple. From the 45 on second down, Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr scampering home from 19 yards out. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game.
Raiders 14, Eagles 8.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Hurts buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Dude, we can't be stopped.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first down, Jacobs, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia. And Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's got room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts, flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was